how to use the Longlist in Tracker RMS. Once a job has been created inside your database, you're going to want to use the Longlist to do a resume search to find your best candidates. Now, this Longlist can search either both your Tracker RMS database and or job boards if you have those set up to search. Here you can use our resume search where we do the Boolean search for you. The top one will be all your and words, the middle one will be all your or words, and the bottom one will be your not words. We also give you a Boolean search. If you click on here, you can enter your own Boolean search. Over on the right, we give you the top 4 ways that most recruiters search when looking for candidates. But if you'd like to add more options, you can go ahead and click on Advanced Search, and this will give you plenty of ways to search inside Tracker RMS. We even give you the ability to search your custom fields, and they're listed below. If you add any job boards into the search, you will have those tabs appear where you'll have one that says All Job Boards, which is a catch-all. This you can fill out with all your search criteria that you would like if you have multiple job boards, or you can click on the specific tab for the specific job board to enter the criteria there. Now let's do a basic search so we can see what our search results look like. I'm going to search SQL, Java, Microsoft, and Developer. Since I have job boards associated as well, when I go ahead and click this Run Search button over to the right, our search is going to search our Tracker RMS database alongside the job boards. Now it will search as many job boards as you select, so you will see that on this page here. If for any reason I need to make any edits to my search, I can go back and hit search again, or I can just click on Fetch Long List, and that will bring me to my long list of results. Once we take a look at this long list, it will come back and show you all the candidates ranked in order of keyword relevancy. This section here, you can pick up and drag and drop columns as needed. You can also, over on the right hand side, click on columns and add or remove columns that you find important. Please keep in mind this is a user view, so any changes that you make will only be for you and not any of your colleagues. Once I've taken whatever items I would like, I can either check or uncheck. Once I hit save, it will instantly update here. Now, reaching out to these candidates is going to be something you want to do. So you can either go ahead and check them off here singly. You can then click on the down arrow, and here's our action menu. Here you can send an email or a template. You have the option to send a text. You can then also add anyone to a hot list or remove them completely for the long list. You also have some action items where you can shortlist absolutely everyone in this result, add every single person to a hot list, or remove absolutely everybody from the long list. You can also color code them by using these buttons below here. Now you will have those same options. If you decided, you can select them all, and then you can click on this drop down menu to then send an email to everyone or send a text. Keep in mind, if you'd like to color code, you can also click on their rank bubble, and that will change their color here, and that will save through the job. So if you close the job and come back, this color coding will stay. And another really important option here is this quick preview here. So if we click on the quick view, this is going to give you a quick snippet of this candidate. So the first page will give you the resume, and all the keywords that we searched will be highlighted. You also have the option to see just the keywords where they sit. Job history, so any jobs that were listed on this person's resume, they'll be broken down here. You also have a section with activities, so this will show you any activities that are associated with this candidate anywhere in Tracker. You can then also see the listings that they've been a part of. So here we'll show you how many times this candidate's been placed or shortlisted, and also the hot list that they've been on. Keep in mind, these are all clickable. So if you'd like to jump into one of these jobs, you can definitely do that to get more details on that job itself. Don't forget, we also have the summary here, which will give you a quick summary of that candidate. It shows you their phone number, email address, all their details. as well as any availability notes that you might have added or interview notes. Last but not least is going to be our timestamp notes. If you typed any inside their candidate record, this note section will show it. Just as a quick overview, we do have an executive summary that shows you at the top here how many times the candidate's been shortlisted or placed, also how many interviews that they've been scheduled for, maybe the placements that they've been in, also when they were registered in your system, and then last but not least, the status that they currently are at as a candidate. Keep in mind, if you would like to go through all of the candidates, we give you left and right arrows to do a page turner here. So you can use this, and that will take you down the list of the long list so you can see all the details for each candidate. Now, if you'd like to action the candidate from this section here, you can. You can either click that green shortlist button here, and that will add them to the shortlist, or you can click on the down arrow, and that does give you some more contact options to singly contact or reach out to this candidate. You can even open or create an agency resume or log any activities as well. If you'd like to completely remove them from the long list, you also have that option too. One last thing that you can do on this page is undock. If I click on that, that keeps a pop-up here of just this candidate, so I can go through and take a look at the other details. Now, if I'd like to compare their resume or job history, I can then go in, view a different candidate here, undock this, and now I have two of them out. So what I can do is put them side by side and decide if I would like to keep these people or add them to the short list. If there's any filters that you would like to add, over on the right, you can hit the filter. This will let you filter out only certain things so you can see the best candidates you need easily. You can also do a search on the long list as well. If you have job boards integrated, you will see our job boards have come back here. If I click on the job board tab, this will show me specifically all the candidates that have come back from Monster. Or if I had a mix of job boards, they would all be listed here under all job boards. Now keep in mind, in this section here, you can view snippets as you would inside Monster itself. If you would like, you can view their resume by clicking on the down arrow here and clicking on View Resume. We also give you the option to either shortlist, long list, or keep this candidate. Now, keeping the candidate means it would parse that resume, create a full candidate record that's fully searchable, but not add them to the short list or the long list, but you'd have them in your database to maybe search on at another point in time. Keep in mind, either viewing the resume or using the short list, long list, or keep option, that will take a credit or a view away from your account. Now, we do understand that sometimes you might have worked with somebody that's already coming up in the system and they might already be inside Tracker. Now, we wouldn't want that to cause you a view or a credit, so we do our best to try and figure out if this person is already inside Tracker. You'll see here on Vimal, there's a little red link next to his name. When you hover over it, you'll see that it says records with this name have been found on Tracker. Now, to get a better idea, over here in the middle, you're going to have a plain resume that you can click open. You can also do a quick view of their candidate record from inside Tracker. That way you can determine whether this person is new on the list that just has the same name, or if it's the same person and you don't want to actually parse them in all over again to cost yourself a view. Once you've vetted all of these candidates, make sure to add the best to your shortlist. That way, once they're on the shortlist, you can actually submit them either internally or externally to the client and move them through the hiring process. To get more information on the recruitment workflow, please search our help file for Recruitment Workflow, and that will show you the exact steps to move candidates through the workflow from the long list, going into the short list, and closing out the job.